40 years. That's a very long time. Uh, Accomplishments you guys have had during these 40 years before we get to the big celebration and we show the audience what went on.
I believe the major accomplishment is having the best faculty on campus. We are not only academically accomplished with publication in different university presses, important books, but we also a department that gets along pretty well, where there is a very, good ambience. So I believe that's our major accomplishment. But at the same time, I have to mention the students. The students who have graduated in our department with our majors and minors. And they come back and you see them and you see how accomplished and how good they feel about themselves and the things that they
Well,
have done.
the audience is going to be seeing the students later on as well. So we have some interview with former students, which we'll show later on. And right now, though, what exactly went on during the celebration? You guys kind of had sort of a schedule set. What went on in the morning, in the afternoon, at night. You had a poet, you had a band, you had a faculty meeting, a panel. What went on?
So if I can start with the morning and then you follow in the afternoon and in the evening, the morning was a very important part of the celebration. The whole celebration was, like the whole day was to celebrate the department in 3 different aspects. And the first one was to celebrate the students. The present student, the students that are attending Lehman, the students that have been in our department and now are professional, and the future students with the band. The band was a student from high school students. So it was a major celebration for the student in the morning.
I was able to attend that morning event. I saw the students performing. They're the students from the Celia Cruz High School of Music, and they were phenomenal. We actually have a video that we're going to show the audience right now, and then you guys can talk a little bit more about that. So please, roll the video. Amazing, amazing. So these are our future students.
We hope.
Is that correct?
We hope.
We hope. We hope.
A group of very talented individuals. They're from the school right near us, the Celia Cruz High School of Music. And should we be expecting them here soon? I mean, I know they kind of do stuff with our school. Do you guys know exactly what it is? What exactly did they do with the department? Because they had to have some type of connection with the department.
Actually, the Division of Arts and Humanities is supporting the Celia Cruz High School of Music through many different programs, and one of them is facilitating the space for them to rehearse and to present and do the concerts in the Lovinger Theater and in the other venues in Lehman College. So we are very well related to Celia Cruz and the children, the kids, playing there. And as you say, they are really amazing. And many of them are planning to come to Lehman, basically in the music school, the music department, so they can continue, learning more about, their talents.
They're very talented. I'm excited that this school will receive young individuals like those. Amazing, phenomenal. Let's continue with the celebration. After this, what exactly happened? I think the faculty had like a panel or a meeting.
We had a panel, and I believe it was 4 o'clock, where the faculty introduced itself, and each member of the faculty spoke a little bit about him or herself. And then there was a presentation. Our department has one of the few distinguished professors in the college and within the system, Professor Lehman Bergad, and who's an expert actually on slavery in the Americas, one of the top world experts. And Professor Bergad is writing a book. Actually, he finished a book on Latino demography, the demography of Latinos in the United States from the end of the 18th century to the present. So he did a small presentation on the demographic changes. He focused on the Bronx, but his book is really nationwide.
Is there anything you can touch on that he mentioned during that meeting?
Well, he spoke about the changes that the demographics of Latinos are constantly changing, of Puerto Ricans, of Mexicans, etc., and how they were growing. Some groups were growing, some groups weren't. What groups were coming into New York? What groups were moving out of New York, out of the Bronx, more specifically?
What was continue?
And also in the presentation that he made, that is very interesting, was to show how education helped in the upper social mobility of Latinos. So with with data, he presented the data, how much money you can make with certain degrees, and how people actually going into higher education have a better chance to go up in the social ladder and have better opportunity, more competitive opportunity in the labor market.
Education as mobility, yes.